Hi everybody, this is the Football Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host. Welcome back to the Football Hut. Hopefully you like this video. We're getting close to the end of this football season, thank God. But I was hoping to see Saquon Barkley play on Sunday, but he's not going to play. He's not going to be able to break that record for most rushing yards in a season, because obviously Eric Dickerson had that, and he's not going to break that. So let me get into this. Eagles is from the Giants Wire. Eagles expected to sit Saquon Barkley, other starters versus the Giants. This sucks. This really sucks. I would love to see it play. The question of whether the Philadelphia Eagles running back Saquon Barkley will break the NFL's all-time single-season record for rushing yards against his former team, the New York Giants, was answered by head coach Nick Sirianni on Wednesday. Quote, "We're going to rest some guys. There are going to be some guys that are resting. There are going to be some guys that are in reserve roles. You can't obviously rest everybody with the roster. That's our plan moving forward." That sucks. Barkley is 100 yards short of Eric Dickerson's record of 2,105 yards set in 1984. It's a 40-year record. The Giants are next to last in rushing defense, and it would have been very likely that Barkley would have broken the record this week against his former teammates if he played. Sirianni, who has been under fire despite a 13-3 record and potentially 2 guaranteed home playoff games to number 2 seed in the NFC, apparently hasn't taken any chances with his best performing player. He's probably going to win the MVP. Obviously, it's a very special record that's been standing for a long time by a great player, as Eric Dickerson. It's a team record that everybody's involved in. You take away all of those things, but at the end of the day, you just try to do what's best for the team, he said. Barkley gained 167 yards in the first meeting against the Giants in Week 7 at MetLife Stadium. The Giants will likely face a hefty dose of the Eagles' backup running backs, Kenneth Gainwell and Will Shipley. Now, again, let me just further tell you that I'm very disappointed that Barkley's not going to play. I would love to see him stick it to the Giants, because the Giants, you see when you have a good team and a bad team, how a great player performs. And they have a good offensive line that they're able to protect their players. And the Giants had a terrible offensive line, and that's why he did not do better here with the Giants. He should have been a better player here. The result, I know he dealt with injuries, but Saquon, is a great player. He was a great player in college, and he should have had much, much better results when he was here at the Giants. But let me, again, talk about from Fox News. Saquon Barkley won't play versus Giants, sacrificing a chance to break the NFL rushing record. Barkley will finish 100 yards shy of tying the record. That's a shame. He would get it pretty quickly, too. The Philadelphia Eagles are set to turn down the chance to let Saquon Barkley break the NFL's single-season rushing record. Head coach Nick Sirianni told reporters on Wednesday that the team will be resting several key players in the season finale against the New York Giants, Barkley's former team. The Eagles are already locked into the number 2 seed in the upcoming NFC playoffs. They have nothing to gain with a win. I guess they have nothing to gain by playing him because they don't want him to get hurt, but still. It'd be great if he'd be able to break it. Barkley, with 2,005 rushing yards this year, is 100 shy of Eric Dickerson's record for the most rushing yards in a single season. But the team will opt to prevent risk of injury instead of going for the milestone. Sirianni said he talked with Barkley in his first season with the Eagles after 6 years with the Giants about his decision. "I think it's pretty obvious how special this guy is," Sirianni said. Sirianni had said he planned to speak to everyone, including players, coaches, general manager Howie Roseman, and owner Jeffrey Lurie, before making his decision. The Eagles had their bye week in Week 5 and returned from a 2-2 start to win 10 straight games and seize control of the division. The 12 straight games where Barkley added to the NFL high 345 carries also played a role in Sirianni giving the Stars 1 week off before the Eagles opened the playoffs at home. "It wasn't the easiest decision to go through," Sirianni said. "We have great people in this building and had a lot of input from a lot of different people, players included." Barkley has also said he wouldn't prioritize the team's success over breaking the record. That's a good teammate. "I came here to do something special, and obviously breaking the record is special," Barkley said after the Eagles clinched the division. "But I want a banner up there. I think we all do. But we gave ourselves a chance with that and clinched the playoffs before and now with the division. Barkley should have plenty of company among the starting lineup against the Giants. Jalen Hurts was still in the NFL's concussion protocol on Wednesday and could not practice on play until he was cleared. Kenny Pickett started for the Eagles last week and ran and threw for a touchdown before he left with injured ribs. Tanner McKee, the third-string quarterback, threw a pair of touchdown passes as he put the finishing touchdown en route to the Cowboys. At the end of the day, I had to make the decision on what I felt was best, Sirianni said. After he ran for 167 yards in Sunday's win against Dallas, the 27-year-old Barkley said he wanted the record, but he would do what was best for the team, even if that meant sitting out the last game of the regular season. Quote, rest, I'm fine with that too, because I didn't come here and sign just to rush for 2,000 or break a record. I want to do something special, meaning special with the team. Again, he's such a great kid, and so I'm so glad that he's doing well. Barkley signed a 3-year deal with the Eagles for $26 million guaranteed, and $37.75 million overall, making him the highest-paid running back in franchise history. The decision also ends that hand-wringing that Barkley would have set the record in an extra 17th game that Dickerson did not have in 1984. In 1984, Dickerson topped 100 yards rushing 12 times to break O.J. Simpson's 1973 record, which he did in Buffalo in 1973. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. But, this is a great record, but, you have to win. That's the most important thing. He wants to win. In 1984, Dickerson topped 100 yards rushing 12 times to break O.J. Simpson's 1973 record with Buffalo in 2003 yards rushing in a single season. Dickerson needed 379 carries to set the record, while Barkley had 345 carries this season. Meanwhile, the Giants will be going into Sunday's game with even less to play for than the Eagles, but much more to lose in terms of draft positioning with a win. Again, that win the Giants had against the Colts wrecked their chance to get a great quarterback. The Giants were in sole possession of the worst record in the NFL and the number 1 pick overall prior to last week's game against the Indianapolis Colts. But with a 45-33 win at home over Indianapolis, the Giants have fallen to the 4th overall pick. A win over the Eagles' backups would drop the Giants even further in the draft order, as they could fall as far as number 9 overall. You can't win. You can't win. I'm sorry. You don't want to see tanking, and the players want to win. They want to make money for next year and beyond. But as an organization, and you don't want anybody getting hurt, obviously. But as a fan, you want to see them get better for next year and beyond. Okay, they don't have a quarterback for next season. They're probably going to have to make a trade for somebody to help them out. Even if they bring in a young player, they're going to have to make a trade for somebody. Now, to go back to Saquon Barkley wasn't treated all that greatly because of the fact that there was no team in front of him to protect him. And a lot of times these injuries were because of the wear and tear of not having the offensive line that he deserved to have. Now he has an offensive line that he deserves as the great player he is, and you're seeing it on the field, where he came so close to breaking that record that's been sitting there for 40 years. It's a shame that he's had to do this with the Eagles, but that the Giants really screwed this up in so many different ways. You can't even it's disgusting, quite frankly. But you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, I'll keep doing videos on the Giants. Plenty of videos are going to be very busy as we get closer to the draft. It's quite a ways away. I'd love to get this channel monetized, make a couple bucks on here. And of course, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.